Welcome back. WeArEuS, and this is an episode very deep into the week. I apologize that there were no videos beforehand. I guess you could say it was technically my fault, but I'm not the one who got me sick. At least, I don't think I am. Odds are, I am at fault for that as well. But, well, that's basically the issue at hand. Well, was the issue at hand. I got sick on Saturday. Went into work, came back, and I wasn't doing so well. I mean, I could function, more or less, but I did manage to get did I get the cooking done? No, I'm pretty sure I did. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Got sick Saturday. Got home. And like I said, I wasn't doing well. So for the past, it is now the 7th day. I am now sitting comfortably at 95% or higher from being completely healthy. Well, 95% towards being completely healthy, and so I've returned. It was a really unfortunate point in time for that to occur, because literally whatever the last video to upload was the last one I had recorded. And I try to do these in a way that leaves me a little bit of leeway if something comes up, but no such luck. No such luck. And so it has probably been probably around a week and a half since I last actually played the game, and I don't remember what I did. I know I was super excited to come back, and there was all this stuff I was going to show you, like the garbage I have going on in my inventory. I'm going to figure out how this works for sure. Just give me a moment. Yeah, so I bought some extra storage space. I don't remember if I did that on camera or not. Doesn't really matter. Bought storage space, put a bunch of stuff away so I'd have more space to hoard more stuff. And so, as you can see by all of the things marked new in my inventory, I've collected more junk. I'm very good at collecting junk, thanks to I believe it can be found in skills. Support, but I want passive. They don't show the passives here. Ah, here we go. That's Flask Infusions. So they don't have the... Ah, here we go, the feats. The scavenger feat, as you saw, has paid off monumentally. Granted, most of this stuff is just going to be sold because I like money, and I need that for something, I'm sure. I could not even begin to tell you what at this point, but I know I do. Like I said, I don't remember anything I was doing, planning to do, or I just barely know where we can go next. Like, I know I want to show you the monster shop? I remember the word shop. because it was spelled with the 2 P's and an E. That part, that's very easy to remember. It's out of the ordinary. But aside from that, anyway, I'm getting distracted by needless things. Ooh, I did not realize I had a confident reinforced crossbow. I don't remember. Okay, let's take a look at this together then, shall we? So this one is obviously a crossbow, whereas the bow is a bow. The bow has better range of 4 compared to the crossbow's 3. The crossbow itself is also a 2-handed weapon. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. So it's definitely 2-handed. And so, it's 2 bonus effects for being a magical rarity. I don't know if that's the highest or... No, it's definitely not. As evidenced by the cat ear head hairband that you don't need to pay attention to right now. So, the effects on the wild, confident, reinforced crossbow starts with plus 20% basic attack damage if you have greater than or equal to 75% HP, which I don't tend to travel with that kind of HP. I mean, I like to always be full, but sometimes it's just not that big of a deal depending on where I'm going. If I'm going to someplace I haven't been, I want to be full health so I don't just die by surprise. I hate that. If I'm going back to a place I've been and I know what enemies spawn there and I know how they behave and how much damage they deal and everything, yeah, I might risk being at below around 50% health. So maybe this would have value. You also gain plus 15%, plus 15 power. Basic attack damage is modified by 35% at random. Both positive and negative. So sometimes you just lose damage and other times you just hit a little bit harder. Sure, I guess. I know that second one, that's the one, that's where the wild comes from. Because it most definitely is. Ooh, great sword of acid and gloom. Attack element is poison and shadow damage. Wow. That's actually pretty good. Phalanx runic garb of bone crabs and gluttony. My god, it has everything going on, doesn't it? Now, I might have already known this was here. It's entirely possible. But it's been a week. You cannot blame me for not remembering. So this has a chance to summon a bone crab when you get hit. And I have tested that. I don't know if I did it on camera or not, but I will tell you. Okay, so after we ended last episode, I played on my own. I don't remember what I did or how... Well, I remember some of what I did. I don't remember how long I played. But I remember that the word long should probably stay relevant in that particular description for the time spent. regardless of any attempts at clever wordplay, I did a lot of stuff. I haven't fought another boss yet. I wouldn't dare. I would never dream of robbing you guys of a second boss fight. I definitely would not do that again. That being said, I do have a bunch of new NPCs back at camp. When I say a bunch, it's one? Two. Definitely two. And we still have the whole weapon world thing to do as well. I'm in no rush to do that. Oh, right. Before we get any further, I do want to make a very clear note, while you are still probably paying attention. This isn't a playthrough or anything. I'm just playing this until something I want to play more comes out. And we're at a weird point where there's something that just came out, which is another roguelike. But it's interesting, and I want to play it. And I drank all my goddamn orange juice. That's upsetting. Moving on. And then, next week, Thursday to be precise, is Mortal Shell. I'm pretty sure that's just going to be an actual release. I'm going to be really upset if it comes out in early access, because I just can't be bothered to play early access games. If you know how early access games work, you can come up with any number of reasons as to why I have that stance. I cannot be bothered. I don't imagine that it will, but the possibility exists, as far as I'm currently concerned. I'm not going to go looking into it or anything, because I don't care that much. I'm interested in the game, but not enough to do research on it. So, it'll be between those two games. Oh, right, and then there was Sephiria, which I did play the demo of, and I absolutely love it. I love the games. I love the game and its gameplay and everything. I actually had to force myself to stop playing it. I had been playing the demo for like an hour, and it was great. I loved it. So, there are options. They are coming, and we will have a playthrough on something of note. As an aside, I hear Beast of Reincarnation is not doing so well. It has issues, and well, glad I didn't have to deal with it. I was hoping Game Freak could prove that they aren't the problem, but I mean, there's only so much that the problem with Pokemon could not be Game Freak. As for the rest, there's MasterCard. Now, back to our inventory. I've tested out the bone crabs. They're interesting because they aren't the typical summon monster where you summon them and then they fight. No. See, the bone crabs summoned by this effect, they exist to die. They pop up, there's a heart over their head, and then enemies go, I'd like to kill that. And so the enemy farts off and goes to fight that thing wherever it is, and if the enemy happens to be close enough, you can just fight them in the back while they beat on the stone crab or the bone crab. It's actually pretty good. In fact, what do we have? More gold. Yeah, I like gold. Right, I need 4,000 to gain another 5 inventory. That is an extortion racket, and I know it is. But I need the extra space because the feat is doing some very, very hard work. Look at all of this magical tier I want to say junk, but it's kind of rude because some of it is actually pretty interesting, like the wild, confident crossbow. It's not great, but I mean the wild part is not great. But aside from that, also what I'm wearing has 11% extra dodge, which is interesting. This only has 6%. Healing food is more effective, which is pretty good. I'd also take less damage from physical. Yeah, in fact, I'm pretty sure I knew I had this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I knew about that one. Hungry Spell Shooter of Toxicity. It's item rank 7. Damage based on Spirit and Discipline. Cover feeling full. There's nothing of interest on here. That is... Okay, it's got the plus 35 spirit power, but I don't know if that's part of it being a magical rarity or if that's just a normal thing it would always have. Chemist's Broadsword of Dragons. Magical rarity, 250 power. Consumable damage increase, dragon limit fills up. That doesn't mean anything to me. So I can't do anything with that. Battle Mage Scimitar of Companions and Frostbite. Sure, why not? Plus 8% Corral Pet damage. I do appreciate that. We'll get into all of the other stuff that's going on in a moment, but I just want to take a quick look at all of the stuff I accrued while playing on my own. 15% of this weapon's power is added to spirit power? And a plus 12% chance to freeze enemies with attacks. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. Like, yeah, that's actually pretty freaking good. Oh, right. So, technically we should have more money than we do, but I spent so much money on buying things from NPCs that I just couldn't risk losing out on. But again, this being a week later, I am not in tune with those memories, so I probably am not going to actually be able to pick out which I bought anymore, and which just happened to fall into my pocket during the course of, you know, regular adventuring. Greedy Flame Ring of Treasures and the Wolf. I don't know. It's possible this is one of the ones I bought. Now, we can get into the cat ear hairband. This is something I bought. This did not drop or anything. I bought this from... Actually, I can go ahead and show you. Where is it? Also, this is a thing now. I don't know why it works like this now. I would be surprised if there was an update, so I'm confused. But this is the way this works for now. I guess it's because we're not technically inside of a dungeon, even though this is the dungeon. But let's head back to town. Now, I said earlier that there are some new NPCs. I don't care. Leave me alone. This is the one. Kai. he of the magic shop. I'm assuming it's a he because I don't imagine they would bother creating a female character with her tits out. Or tit window? I know there's a specific term for it. Can't remember it at the moment. I'm not going to bother with it. Leave me alone. So, this guy sells interesting gear. And the scavenger, I'm assuming the scavenger feat also applies to things that end up in, I'm actually going to take that, that ends up in a vendor's inventory. I could be stupid. It's entirely possible. But he's also had pretty good stuff before. I'm not going to bother really looking at any of this. But yeah, I'm only pretty sure that I got the cat ear hairband from him. I could have gotten it from the other NPC. Yep, give me that. I could have gotten it from the other NPC we found at the... back in one of the old dungeons, I think he looked like an owl or something. He was definitely a bird. I'd say it's an 80% chance that he was owl-like. So, I found Caddy, who teaches your pet skills. This is my pet, Fearsome Milk. I don't remember why I named him that, and I suspect I knew I would forget. He's been both a boon and a problem. But thankfully, you can just insure your pet, and it's rather cheap. And once your pet dies, and it will, especially if you don't corral its behavior. No, I wasn't trying to make a pun or anything. If you don't corral its behavior by, right-clicking on this and telling it what to do or not to do, it'll just go off and die. Interestingly, I've taken this guy to the magma area that's further up ahead from where we were, and he doesn't take damage from that, which is great. It's not useful in the slightest. He takes damage from fire just being on the ground, but he can walk over magma no problem. I can't square that circle. Anyway, moving on to skills. You can teach him to be annoying, and monsters will likely attack the pet instead of you. You can teach him fast healing, and now he receives 65% of your healing effects. And he already does get healing from when you use the flask or food. I'm pretty sure it's food. I'm certain that it's food, not certain that it's the flask. And that's only because it's been a week. Probably more. Almost certainly more. Anyway, counterattack, 25% chance to counterattack when struck in melee. Desperate Strike, a powerful AoE attack usable at 33% health or lower. You really don't want them going that low unless you can heal them, and you can't if you're a Udoka, I believe. So, have fun with that. I'm also not giving job points to it, though, as you will have seen, we've got enough to spare. I've learned literally everything except for Steel Resolve, and I'm going to just add that to the list of things we can have. And so, now you can see, we've got the Vitals, Two-Finger Catch, the Assassin's Fist, which, right, so these two are from the Weapon Master, I believe. Yeah, pretty sure these two are from the Weapon Master. And I figured, you know what? Why not? And so I learned Suplex, the only ultimate, or the only weapon ultimate we'll ever be able to learn. And you know what? It's freaking great. So, what happens is, you basically gain access to a massive square, and you can dash to an enemy in that square, and then you take the enemy into the air, and then you return them to the ground with the force of so many screams, and they die. It deals like 400 damage with our current stats, and oh, and apparently it can crit. Cooldown only ticks when actively using a weapon of the natural weapon type. Cooldown is 25 turns. Never really comes up though, because, you know, things sort of just die. Maybe we should put some money away. So, as you can see, we are done with the Budoka class, but we're not done. We're not. Yeah, shut up. But we're not done jobbing, is all. Ooh, hold on. When you have learned every skill from a job, your journey is not over yet. There is yet more power to be unlocked. I thought he was doing the thing again where he did it last time, and it was talking about, hey, you've unlocked the ability to do the job, the weapon masteries. Hey, come try that. When I had already visited him for that very thing sometime before that. By undertaking three job. Why do I keep trying to say drop? By undertaking 3 job trials and completing ever more rigorous challenges, you can earn and upgrade a job emblem, granting you powerful bonuses. The problem here is that I have every intention of changing from the Budoka job. Now, if the bonuses don't include, I don't know, massive stats and then altering the way certain abilities work, like, for example, making it so the key wave isn't just a wave, but a beam. And I mean, sure, it doesn't really matter. It won't really change much by making it a beam, aside from, like, let's say, give it increased range, right? I don't really see a point to this at the moment. It's something else to do, for sure. Yeah, love that. I love things to do. But I'm not going to do those things right now. Instead, I'm going to store... How much space? We don't have enough space. Okay, first let's... Oh, that was withdraw. Okay, that's why. Just out of curiosity, what happens if I take the 7 orbs of reverie that are supposed to be stacked? So they do only consume one space. Noted. I vaguely remember buying rings, and based on the stats and effects on them, I know why I bought them. I just don't remember who I bought them from exactly. I see no reason to keep those in my inventory. Hungry, tireless, holy symbol of treasures. Yeah, we had that. That is upsetting. You see, if she were to die, I lose everything that's in her inventory. No chance of recovery whatsoever. I don't want that. So I need more inventory space, right? But that's 4,300 gold, which is not particularly easy to come by. I played for a very long time. And granted, the grinding gold wasn't the objective, but 35 to 4,100. You're definitely doing me a favor there. Okay, let's store value. This one I should probably keep. No. That one I'm going to sell. Necro band. What do you mean I can't put another one in there? I have one more space left. Just let me do it. Also, I did test this out, and it's just a claw, so... Which is interesting, because none of the other claws I've come across have been two-handed, so... There were definitely better options of stuff I could have put in storage, but I just wanted to get some of that put away. I'm going to avoid looking at anyone's inventory. So, as you saw, the Budoka's done. I learned everything. It's time to swap classes, and I put no thought into what we're going to swap to whatsoever, because I knew what it was going to be the moment I saw it. So I didn't realize it cost that much to change jobs. I could have sworn it was much cheaper. Not that. Not interested. I could have sworn it was way cheaper than that. Oh, I literally have... Ah, that's why the stuff in the inventory turned red. It didn't register because well, one, I had forgotten that when stuff turns red, it's usually because of money. And because I didn't have that information on hand, the way it coming up when trying to put stuff into storage made no sense. But it doesn't look... Yeah, so the job change thing that we bought was the only one, but his inventory hasn't changed yet, so there's also that. Anyway, like I said, didn't realize I had so many of these. Like I said, it's been... Wait, we don't have the portal, so we probably just have to fast travel back to where we were. Anyway, I put no thought into it. I'm just going to use the one that we just unlocked. I think it was last episode. Because, obviously, I didn't even look at it. I didn't even know it was this one. I suspected it would be because Wild Child, and it had the look of it just from the silhouette. So I figured it would be this one. And of course I was right. Here we have Wild Child, a recently unlocked class, a fierce hero raised in the wilds of Tangledeep, uses an unorthodox fighting style and the powers of monsters. I'm intrigued already. By the way, in starting a new class, we end up with no job points to spend, so we basically have nothing to use, and we won't even have the Budoka's passive to make fighting with bare hands viable, so it could end up being super rough. Let's pray for the best, shall we? Tier 1... should we even bother reading the tier? I mean, I guess because we're going to at least be able to use this. So, for the Tier 1 passive bonus, we have a chance to learn skills from monsters. Okay. Okay, that... Okay. Yeah. I would assume you can't learn any from bosses. And I wonder how it works with... I assume even so-called champions, the ones I refer to as alphas. I assume those use the same skills as their normal counterparts. I mean, this sounds... just that first part sounds good. And I'm super glad that apparently it scales with strength and swiftness. Not a fan of the stamina part, but I mean, fine, whatever. We've still got 10 more levels we can spend the resultant stat points? Yeah. So we've got that, at least. Apparently the job's difficulty is rated as very hard, which I do like a challenge. I'm not going to bother reading the extra passives because they're not going to be active, but we do get a 20% reduced damage from the skills we learn from monsters. So I guess we just take damage and whatever skill they use to do that damage. What I really want is the one from... is it a wolf? I think it's a wolf. that knocks us back. I want that one. All right. Also, the profile picture for the wild child looks so absolutely derpy, which is crazy because it looks like it's drawn badly when it's supposed to be a pixelated image, right? I mean, not an image that's been pixelated, but one built from pixels, just like everything else in the game. I don't know how you could have, maybe I wasn't paying enough attention though. The Budoka's profile picture looked fine. This looks, I'll tell you what, this looks like a placeholder image, and they forgot to add the real one. Because you could literally have just taken this image and pasted it there. No big difference. No big deal. It's insane that they chose this. Now, every time I want to go into my inventory or give, what else is there? Distribute job points, I have to look at this and then click. Okay, so we don't have any job points that we can spend, but that's fine. That's for the map. Control swaps that quickly. That is good. Oh yes, that is scrumptious. So, just so you know what's going on, I've got food on this one and a butler's bell, which just summons food. I have never used this before. There's also a monster mallet here because every once in a while I like to beat something bloody and then send it to the pig pen to eventually be gangbanged by the other monsters. I haven't really gotten into that yet, but I'm totally into it, if you catch my drift. So, frankly, all we need to do now is go back. Because I went in, we already have it here. Oh, that's super convenient. I don't have to go looking for it then. Oh, that's so nice of them. So I did come in here, but I never went up there. I just came in here to get away and do something. I vaguely remember just coming here and then I'm drawing a blank and then I left. I didn't look, I didn't think, I just left. Let's see. Well then, yoink. Oh, by the way, the marching orders that Fearsome Milk has, he's basically supposed to stay attached to me at the hip. And enemies really like attacking him over me, which is fine by me. I like beating on them without taking any damage. And he heals up over time as we travel. Have you ever wished for your very own monster pet? Well, wish no more! I've got a certified free-range monster eggs for sale and, well, hatch one and the monster will love you forever. Probably. Dang it. So we have an Aracuda, Bog Frog. Right, I'm broke. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed by what the Arracudas could potentially do for... Captive Salamander. I don't know what a rock... It costs 1,200. I have no idea what a rock viper is. I would like to get to know what a rock viper... That's mine. I wish his health bar was green or something so I could... Frick, I put away the crossbow. That's fine. I should have switched, but I like having the extra range. Let me... Before we engage, let's make sure our equipment's in order. Hands, emblems, nothing, because it's a big job. Oh, right, I didn't go over what the cat ear headband does for us. This should not have been the final product. It should not. It should not. Anyway, the reason I have this is because it has a chance to confuse and charm monsters by looking like a cute cat. Oh, and you know, you just get more gold from monsters as well, and while you're at it, you also gain 15 swiftness, and while you're at it, an additional 8 core stats, and while you're at it, an extra 15 guile because, well, it's cat ears. I'm not... If you were expecting me to meow at any point, it was never going to happen. So, I am assuming her preferred method, well, this class's preferred method of dealing damage would be with physical weapons, or claws in particular. We fist anus around here. We can't do that again. Mother fricking... You know what? I don't feel like dealing with this. Where's my kill button? That's right. I can interrupt that if I can. Oh, hey, look, I get an extra turn. He doesn't. So let's see. Oh, right. I don't know why I'm using mother fricking. Who did it? Can I? Oh, what? What? Hold on. As long as I don't move, nothing changes. So, let's see. Let's see. Extra turn, monsters won't act. Switch to the silver bow. So I inflicted Explode and Vital Bleed on it. That's great. And I also spiked it. That's the damage from the bow. And I learned Ice Spit. I guess you just... So I was expecting it would be a... It definitely said chance, didn't it? Skill, passive... Chance to learn, yeah. But she learned it first thing. I wonder if I had attacked the ice crystals, because if you attack them, they break, but they don't just break, they sort of explode in a very small radius around them. Basically one square in every direction. I assume that includes diagonal. I wonder if I had attacked those. Oh, right. It was about to use a skill. And I interrupted it by killing it. Probably best I didn't let the alpha use its skill. That might have actually... I don't know how much damage it does because, again, I'm a week behind in terms of familiarity with the game. Or a week out of date? No, maybe. But it doesn't matter enough. So, it attacked us back at a distance and it used Ice Spit, apparently. You defend against the monster power you've mastered. So now it'll... Oh, wait. So if you learn the power that they attack you with, as they attack you with it, you then take less damage from it. And remember, you take 20% less damage from monster skills that you've learned. Interesting. Also, we've got a condition. Can't walk or attack? I don't like this reality. Oh, well, that's a thing. I don't think it'll matter. Dealing more damage the further away you are. Okay, so tell me everything that happened. We now have bonus spirits. Okay. For 15 water damage. Hold on. Okay, so it deals physical and elemental damage. No. So what happened is, I hit it with a skill. No, but that only works with the Budoka skills. Because he wants this guy. And he's currently rooted. So, let's see. Doesn't have... Right, I wonder if I could learn its elite skill. The shadow things that were on the ground. Greedy jump boots of toxicity. Hold on, let's see what... Is there anything interesting going on with the jump boots? They're magical. All movement abilities gain +1 range. That is actually incredible. 20% chance to... Yeah, it's... Oh, that's armor. That wouldn't be replaced. It would be one of these two. Yeah, I don't see that happening. You see, the issue here is that we have Scavenger, and then on top of that, a chance to gain, well, a bonus 5% chance to gain a magic item. So just any item that drops, I'm guessing, will have a higher rarity tier. And then, from what I described earlier, could you ever imagine me replacing this? I certainly hope not. Because I can tell you right now, you are living in the world line where I do not replace the cat ear hairband. We die with that. I don't remember where I can get it, but I have a general idea of what NPC I can get it from, so it's fine-ish. Also, this ring grants us bonus fire damage. It's not really relevant yet because we haven't fought anything that uses magic or fire skills yet. But you gain 6% damage and 2% defense if you have no summoned creatures, and this does not count your corral monsters. So if you have a pet from the corral, like I do, this effect still works. And I'm pretty sure I have that effect. I had that effect on 2 different things, but I'm not wearing the other thing because the cat ear hairband is just too good. Also, this grants bonus gold from monsters and +6 to core stats. God, the jump boots are good. Remember, the flying kick that we use, or that we got from the Budoka class, has a range of 3, which would be increased by 1, so it just becomes that much better. Man, that... I would not mind having that. But... we just don't have enough places to put things. What can you do? Food... Quantity 12 of these? Sure. Yeah, so remember I was complaining about how the keyboard keys would not work? I see it coming. Get over here. I learned a skill from... skewers. Learned frog hop. Okay. Alright, that's that thing. I was going to attack it immediately and open it. I remember what it is now. Why is he chasing it? He's not... He's... Okay. Yeah, I'd still prefer you not do anything. Did I... No, I didn't learn the explosion skill. Do it. How about... Yeah, that's fine. Didn't learn anything from that. Okay. So, I guess they don't count as monsters, so I don't learn anything from them. As you will have noticed, Fearsome, like I said before, Fearsome Milk just recovers health with each turn. Yeah, I have to go in here. I do have a shovel, but that's got to, I have to say, I saw you there. He just went in. He's going to die, which is actually fine because I need that aggro. There we go. Vine pull. I don't care if you get bigger. Get the frick out of here. Oh, there we go. I do wish I had... I'm pretty sure... Don't we? That's if you have poison and bleed. I think... I think... Fearsome Milk, that was his name. Fearsome Milk is the one that had... Oh, right, since we learned that... skills, right? Fearsome Milk was the one that was bleeding. Vine pull. A range of 4, width of 1. Lash out at a monster with vine to pull them toward you, and then you briefly grow a thorny hide. 50% of weapon power uses as poison. Thorns deal 25% of received melee damage. That is actually perfect. Ah, that is so much better. Okay, so I don't know. Dang it. I have no idea how I'm supposed to move things from one to the other. I mean, I've literally done it, and I just don't remember how. It's been too long. Probably. Getting distracted. Briefly gives you reactive health regeneration if struck by a strong attack. Restores 3% of max health if you are struck for at least 10% of your max health. That is actually worthless. I don't like that. No, it's still on there. I don't... Whatever. That's where I am. Frog bog. Ah, that's what happened. So, I did a lot of the quests for the old lady back in town. And this is where I found Caddy? There used to be living things here. I fixed that problem. So, let's see. Pet shop, then we're in 9th floor. Technically, we could probably take this and be fine, but this is a new class, and it is could go up there. It is not. Let's make sure we don't die. Campfire roast. Ah, that's that. Over here. Oh. Oh, hold on. Yeah, she took damage from it, but didn't learn it. Moving on. Is this the rock viper? Yeah. Rock bite, huh? I'm just going around trying to see. Hold on. Learned anything from it. Right, we have thorns. What would happen if we have thorns and then we gain... Wait. What's this? Rooted, right. Equipment, armor... Just a chance to deal moderate damage when attacked. Not particularly satisfying. Just let me get rid of it. Just let me get rid of it. It's all I want to do. I don't want to place it anywhere else. I just don't want to use it. I have no means of getting rid of it. Oh, but I can replace that. I feel like I'm fundamentally not understanding something here. I haven't the slightest idea what it could be, but I'm definitely getting it wrong. I don't know. It should literally be a matter of clicking on this, simple. I don't know why it's being difficult, and it's extremely annoying. Because something that should have taken moments has frustrated me for several minutes, and it is No, I'm not even going to bother. I've lost my goddamn sheet wave. Also, why do I have a wild guitar equipped? Get the frick out of here. No one wants you here. I mean, the main reason why we don't do... Ooh, that is rough. See, with the Budoka's passive bonus, we had 300... I think it was 330 damage with the fist. We don't anymore. Now, that is fine. Oh, I didn't realize that this also had the wolf affix, which also... Okay, so we have 12% bonus damage, which is great. Unfortunately, I mean, I could go back to camp and grab the two... I could go back to camp and grab the two guitars that I have in storage. And that's probably a really good idea. Yeah, we don't have any of the good stuff in here. And because we've lost the bonus, dang it, and the issue is we've lost the bonus, which means we've lost all of that damage. In losing all of that damage, in order to have any, we have to have a weapon. If we equip a weapon, we can't use Budoka skills. Now I wonder if I could do it like this. If I can one-hand a weapon and then offhand the fist. But see, man. See, moving these around should be as simple as turning these on and off. I'm sorry. No, surely they didn't. There's no way. No, they wouldn't. Surely they wouldn't have locked you out of being able to equip another class's skills, even if you have them learned. Which is, let's be clear, the only way you can actually get to use them. Even if you technically, let's say, technically mastered the class by learning all of the abilities. Now, if we did the job mastery stuff, then we could say we mastered the class or whatever, but the minor difference does not matter in the slightest here. So because I have these skills, and this is a weapon skill, so it doesn't matter. So because I have but I'm still, maybe this is just a bug or something. I don't know. But this is sucking the joy out of my life. And I was super happy. I had unlocked a class and no idea how I had done it. But I did. And here we are, and it has a cool thing it does. And I can't make use of it because no fun allowed, I guess? Or the game's bugged, and somehow this is an issue no one ever ran into. Yeah, like I'm going to trust that I'll be able to equip it after I turn off two-finger catch, because there's no way I'm turning off any of these. I can still use these other skills, and the chi wave is no real loss. I think I used it once. But these other four, way too valuable. Oh, 5, way too valuable. I'm getting a single hit. Do it. Okay. Omaewo. Jeez. My brain just stopped processing anything. I wasn't aware that would do that. Okay. Noted. So, that brought some color back into my life, but then no. Do it. Do it. Oops, killed you. Oh, we're getting... Okay, so we're basically getting no XP while we're here. How do I fix this? Problems upon problems. Okay. Okay, let's take the stairs up. Let's actually go ahead and heal. Cannon Crawdad. I think Explode is the one that roots. It's not like we miss anything, it's just... Huh? Oh, was stunned. Okay. Not anymore. Yeah. Like I thought. Found a knife. Oh, we charmed it. Did we... This thing doesn't have anything we can learn, apparently. So it's confused now. And it bled out. Let's... Dirk of Acid. Oh, that's actually gross. God dang it. That's actually gross that a common knife is in our pocket. Awful. Actually drop it. It's 215. With that, we do 80 something. Bypasses physical resist. That sounds much better. While deeper in the dungeon, equipping items will use a turn. However, switching weapons on the hotbar is free. It's hot over here. God dang it. Was bamboozled. Shouldn't have been there. Can I get some watery heal, please? Do it. I dare you. Acid burst. Spin blade. And let's heal. See, I wanted to learn the spin blade, but I don't know if that's just something you can't learn, or if I'm just not getting the RNG for learning it. There's 2 staircases. Bandits HQ. Magma Chamber, 1st floor. Get over here. Crap, I need to heal and then jump in there? Actually, no, he'll drop another bomb. Right? Must have been something that dropped a little bit ago. Flail of elemental bolts and toxicity. When using a damaging elemental skill... Oh, so like this? Thorns, chops Marai. It's for 177 damage. And then a 33% chance to hit a random enemy for just a burst of your spirit power. And the same element as the last used whatever. Magma place kind of sucks because magma and I mean, one day we'll learn something, right? 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 I mean, I should have expected that, but still, that's pretty disappointing. Briefly raises your spirit power, which actually works with that. What are you preparing? Let's heal up. No, surely there is no way we are completely full on the ability to learn things. That would actually be ridiculous. Also, I haven't been here before, so I'd rather go here. Hey, you! How did you get back here? We better take care of her before the Duke finds out we messed up. Which is weird because I didn't let any of you guys survive. And then need to go here to do actually here. Equip. I wonder if you can use the job's emblems while you're using another job. Do it. I dare you. Now that he's confused, let's go ahead and do this, make him someone else's problem, and take a step forward. Oh, he just died. Gains condition bullseye. That was something he was trying to do. Ooh, okay. It's not too bad. Oh, he's charmed now. Ooh, a judo sash. That's fine. Okay, I just realized the point of being able to pair weapons. And it's frankly obvious, and it's actually a really good system. You can basically, so all of these, any of the melee weapons that I equip, the offhand will always be just, let's say, your bare fist, and so you'll just get an extra hit, I guess, which is fine, right? Unless the extra damage I've been seeing is actually it's too far. No. Shadow, is this? Nope, didn't learn it. That sucks. Hold that for me. Meantime. So yeah, like I was saying, these are basically just going to be, well, let's see. Because when I hit them, yeah, I think the red damage is from the... No, that's the damage they deal. Crushes and hits. No, that was with thorns. Yeah. So the red damage was the thorns. Yeah, so I'm only doing one hit, which is weird. You would think being bare fists. Let's see, not this. Equip. You would think being bare-fisted automatically allows you to just double attack when you use it, but apparently not. Who the frick is that? Rest or food? Food. So, I don't know. Again, I don't know what's going on with the skills. It's really annoying. What do you want, Peebus? Could you scratch my back? Really like having my back scratched. It's really nice. And then he locks you in a sex cage. Okay, I guess we'll scroll of frogs. Summons a large group of both friendly and unfriendly frogs. Tempting. Very tempting. I think I'll actually do that. Oh, I did not foresee this. Now, it's not like we'll die as long as I don't do anything too stupid. I can always actively swap the weapons I'm using, which I'll have to go into my inventory and use the pair function to put some stuff together so we can do actual damage to these guys and not die. Well. Look who's found our way into our nest, boys. The worm returns carrying all her best treasure, right into her waiting claws. Thank you, wormy worm. Saved my boys from having to break their backs hauling around all that shiny loot. And tasty cheese. Keep your filthy fingers off my cheese. I plan to eat that. The Duke will take what he wants, but don't be sad. In my generosity, I will share with you the bits of rind and floor crumbs that dignity prevents me from picking up. And you'd better stop him up quickly because your time is almost up. You made Boss Lady quite mad, and even the tastiest cheese won't change her mind when she's made a decision. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Behold the great power of Boss Lady's research, the transient amplificator. A wonder that will fill my boys with vast and tremendous power, so we can fill you with hurt and pointy swords. I told you that you wiggled your way in too deep, but you didn't listen. Do you even know what that thing does? It does this. I can't imagine this was intended. But it seems like it's not a me problem. What is going on here? That can't. What did you do? I did exactly what I meant to do. Yes, of course. This is the blooming of my master plan. Wormbo the worm, and now you get to eat the fruits. Oh yeah. Choke on them while I watch from a safe but reasonable distance. You're running away again? Okay. So there's cheese, petals, pumpkin, and a bell. Right, I forgot all about the bell. Before we do anything, let's pair some stuff together. I know I have enough skill points to get things. That's not a concern at the moment. Instead, penetrating kunai deals extra damage with consecutive hits. It's basically just a dagger. That's fine. Okay, since I was going to try and pair the penetrating kunai with, well, anything that has a similar effect, and then I remembered the effect is marked as unique, so they won't stack. So which ones do we pair? Actually, this does 300 damage. Do you have... Ah, that's why. Yeah, sure. Correct. Keep forgetting that's what that does. Click on you to... That doesn't work. Instead... Put an offhand... Now, pair with weapon. That's not what I intended. Unpair. Switch to. Now pair with weapon. Maybe? So from here, let's make sure we heal up. And... Shadow bolts. I don't know what the giant health bar at the top is talking about, but that's fine. I'm not afraid. You're afraid. The healing's still going. Ow! What the frick hit us? Okay, I hate this. So, from there... And then we... I nearly died. I nearly died. It's very dangerous in here. 104 damage. I shouldn't be here. I very clearly should not be here. Mother fricking. I'm pretty sure we're going to die. What the frick? 2. That's for that. Mother fricker. Quantity 16. Some stamina. How the frick? I already knew Explode did it. What the frick? How in the world did she... It had to have been an issue with the demons themselves, because they had no actual damage, or no actual defense, for us to be able to hit for 222 without a crit. Anyway, phew, that device Dirtbeak used, it looked like the same technology as the Dreamcaster, but far more sinister. I can't let him keep it. Who knows what kind of damage he could do to Riverstone. I have to find him and this boss lady he keeps talking about. But first, Spoils. You found a skill orb. By using this in the Dreamcaster, you can add a skill modifier to a piece of equipment. Of course, you need to learn the ability for the skill modifier to work. Once a skill modifier has been added, just equip the gear to transform your skill, which is very interesting. But I'm assuming it's only for skills for the... It's only for weapon mastery skills. And I don't have any unarmed weapons yet that I care to actually invest in. I mean, if it resulted in being able to upgrade the rarity tier of equipment, I'd be all over that. But since I don't know that to be the case, I'm not going to get involved with the Dreamcaster yet. First skill mod does not count towards the item's total mods. We very, very nearly... Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. I'll take it all. I've got infinity pockets anyway. I mean, if they're all just common stuff, I'm just going to put them back on the ground where I got them from. Oh, why am I doing it that way? It's so freaking slow. Okay, let's see what's... I mean, that definitely looks like it's a secret wall, but whatever. Waypoint unlocked. You can now fast travel to Branching Vista from the cave entrance in Riverstone Camp. You can also use your escape portal in a safe side area. Yep. Hello there. Fine view up here, isn't it? Says the floating pale woman. I would speak with you if you have a moment. Sure, whatever, I guess. Hello there. You and I are lucky, aren't we? Few people get to see the wonders of Tangledeep this far in. I agree. Tangledeep is incredible. Tell me, Mariah, what's the most interesting thing you've seen up here? Cheese. All this delicious cheese. You're kidding. You've got to be. But you're also so right. Who knew that Tangledeep's secrets included the fact that there's also a legendary cheesery? Where does it all come from? I almost don't care. It's delicious. I keep so much on hand for snacking, I have to remind myself to take extra walks between experiments for the sake of my waistline. So worth it. I'm guessing this is Boss Lady, and we're going to be friends, and then I'm going to have to kill her. And I will. Unless I can recruit her, and then I'll probably do that. Forgive me, Mariah, but I have important work that needs attending to. I warned you, out of kindness, that Tangledeep is twice as dangerous from here on out. Persevere. Survive. Your curiosity will be sated in ways you can't yet imagine, but don't lose yourself in your quest for knowledge. You're a baddie, aren't you? Yeah, some would certainly say that. I mean, in time I'll share with you what my purpose is and why I must fulfill it. But it's for the good of all of us. Until then, Mariah. That was awkward. Until then, Mariah. Congratulations, you have unlocked Shara's story. This is a separate adventure through Tangledeep with a new story and unique. Alright, so we unlocked Shara's story, which is going to have a new story and unique gameplay. And I can select it and start it when starting a new character in any save slot. Cool, that is literally just more content. So I'm probably going to return to this game whenever we're stuck in between one playthrough and the next, because I enjoy it. Well, unless no. I like this game enough that I will return to it, at least until I've seen everything that all of the classes have to offer. That'll be interesting. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. Ugh, goodness. What's this? Oh, that's unfortunate. Hey! We traded ice. Ah, paralyzed. It happens. What the frickin'? Okay, so actions are they separated by this line here? No, I don't think so, because goodness. Ugh. I don't think so, because it wouldn't just explode unless it gained it from the attack. But that's weird. So it would have had to have gained it from the attack first, and then the damage was resolved? So yeah, it applies the condition before they take the damage, which is very interesting. And you see right here, I really would love to have the Vine Whip. Ah, god dang it. Ugh. Well, I don't like that, but it does have skills for me. Could you possibly die, good sir? What? Let's see. We'll take this first. Then we'll ring a ding. I guess we won't do it there. Could do it here. And then we go to our inventory. Go here, look for... Oh, double down. May bestow a magical property when using the Dreamcast on any equipment of any type. Gambler's Double Down. If successful, restores 10% of max HP. Sword Dancer's Wild Horse. Hold on. Gambler's Double Down. Okay. So that's not going to be useful to me if I'm not that specific class, which adds a new wrinkle to things. Also, we do need to go back to town because we don't have the device that whatever the guy's name is using. Okay, so we know how the bell works. Hi there! Hold on a second. I want you to hold this for me. Ooh, pain enhanced. That's not good for you. What? Sapping a hungry partisan of vengeance. Basic attacks pierce 25% of the target's resistance. On crit, root your target. Crits reduce enemy damage by 20%, and the next attack is much stronger if you miss. It's also one-handed, so you do the obvious thing, right? Oh, we also got a penetrating broadsword of spirit slaying and beast slaying. Sticky iron claws of toxicity and stealth. Auto use 3 stamina instead of becoming paralyzed. Straight in there. Oh, hi. Go away. So, let's see. Pair with the weapon. Good boy. And for you, we switch to this. Take you off. And where's the other one? Equipping the offhand. Go back. Then pair with you. 14%, 39%. Should be fine, right? Because I don't know if the 50% chance, or more importantly, the bypassing 50% of the physical resist actually applies to the attacks for this one. Let's suck some food down this. Okay. I'm so glad I thought to put the teleporter scrolls on this hotbar. That saved our lives, forcing them to funnel in through that. Okay. Forcing the enemy to funnel in through that little through that little doorway made that fight so much easier, but not by a whole lot. It was so much easier. A little. Food. I'd probably have to go in here and pick something. Gelato, that's not for health. I'll hold on to the apple in case somebody wants it. Yeah, sure. What are you holding? I could sell the common stuff. Hide. Game. It doesn't matter. I'm going to sell it anyway. Weapon damages. That's that. Nah, not really good. Oh! Interesting. Quaff of the Wolf, Avarice, Might, and Toxicity. You gained 50 health, plus 6 damage, 20% more gold for monsters, 20 strength, and a 6% chance to drop acid pools on move. That's not great. That 20 strength is probably massive, though. Woodland Jerkin of Treasures, Determination, Glutton, and Bone Crabs. Okay, sure. So, this replaces... Okay, we might be onto something. So, the main reason I want to keep the ring on the right equipped, the main reason I want it is because of the 5% magic item chance, right? And the 50% extra gold from monsters doesn't hurt, right? So, in order to be able to replace this, which it does two things that I really, really care about, I would need a piece of gear that covers those particular stats or effects, right? Technically, yes. Or two pieces of equipment that could stand to be replaced and only become better as a result. I literally just equipped the Woodland Jerkin and the Quaff of the Wolf, and I've got all of the original stats of the things they're replacing, on top of having extra strength, slightly more core stats, and health. I do nothing but win by equipping these things. So, let's sell... I'm going to manually sell the... Actually, I will sell one of those. That... I probably should have put this on. Reducing the damage that they did... I wouldn't have thought to look. But I'm going to keep that, because being able to reduce ranged damage by 30%, that's... I don't know if the shadow bolts we were dealing with that were just chunking us counts for this, but I'm sure hoping they do, because reducing their damage would be tremendous. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that. Keeping those with the extra stats on them because, you know, grants the ability Nordic Shout. I did not see that the first time I picked that up and looked at it. You know, I've been keeping gems on me as well, and I still haven't run into that one guy that can convert them into accessories. So I'm upset. Two of these, huh? Let me make sure it's really two and that it didn't just move. Okay, yeah. Sturdy boots. I'm actually not. I don't want to sell any of them. I forgot I had them. I don't imagine summoning anything would have made a difference in that boss fight. This would have only would have been for 15 turns. But we killed them pretty quickly, so having it would have been tremendous. Verdant Fat Tonic. That's for stamina. Actually, sort by value, and then again, so now all of the cheapest stuff is at the top. Wrong. Try it again. That stays because it's part of a set for now. Still have these. The sad part is, I really do. These count as a claw weapon rather than as unarmed, which would have been, frankly, more logical. I'm still going to keep them. They're the only one. It's the only one like that I've seen so far. I wonder if that petrified branch I just sold was actually good. Okay. So what are you selling? Now that I have 5,387 gold. Also, don't try to sell me my stuff. Chemist's Hungry Sure Strike Ring of Warmth and Explosions. 5% crit chance is its base effect. Recover, that doesn't matter. You cannot be frozen or chilled. Don't I have something that grants a similar effect? Using an item that's that... Let me check my inventory. So if I type hydrating, no. That's for the flask effect. Having something that can prevent us from being frozen, that could be really good. I mean, useful at the bare minimum. So this is literally all he's got. And I'm going to take it from him. Ta-da! Oh, right. We need to change. Armor. Equip you. Cool story, bro. Anyway. And then accessories. In slot 1. I see you approaching menacingly, and I say, not today. So, apparently, I didn't notice, but the crab retaliates when it gets hit, or it attacks. I can't be sure. I just know it did damage. They say there's no better get-rich-quick scheme than hunting yourself a gold frog. Problem is, gold frogs are mighty quick buggers that'll slip away as soon as they see you. So, I had myself an idea. Find a young one, keep it caged until it gets big and full of gold. I managed to find a fresh hatched one, but the little fella was so darn cute. He didn't even have his sparkles yet. I've been raising the little croaker for ages now, and I can't bear to let him go. He brings me more joy than any amount of gold ever could. Signed, Jeffrey Biddle. An idiot. A man who could be rich. Okay, you won't do it. He disappeared. Yeah, I'm fine with this. I mean, is she going to learn anything anymore, or are we just going to pretend like it's normal? She's just not learning anything? So that's a lot of damage. I don't like that. She used it and acquired no healing whatsoever. Noted. What about... Oh, wrong thing, that's why. So I just walk out. Suck it. Ah, it's ineffective because it's very resistant to poison. Okay. Bippity boppity. Wait, did I remember to equip the helmet? Ah, no I did not. Oh, right. Close to leveling, we'll spin the JP once we get the level. Who told you to do that? It's a new day, people should have new stuff. And we've got a ton of money to spend. But at Blue Sparkles, I was unimpressed. We kind of pea green sludge now because of the spear. No, we don't even have the spear, so it's that guitar we have equipped. While I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and return to town. We can just... That woman Shara acted like she knew me, but I've never heard her name or seen anyone like her around Riverstone. Maybe someone here knows something I don't. I should ask around and see. Or, and this is just a theory, just an idea. Maybe we could not. Not right now. Fire touched, he doesn't have anything that... I will take that. That teleport scroll saved this run, which is weird because it doesn't really feel like a run. Frick. Might as well. Blast the Shara. Think I've heard that name. Say she floats but has no wings. She likes to rhyme, apparently. Not a fan. I do know that name. Not that I've met her in person, but my brothers and I have to keep tabs on a lot of folks to make sure the goods keep moving along and the pulse of trade doesn't skip a beat. If I had to sing it, I'd tell you she's orchestrating all the bandit activity. Obviously. But I can't prove it, and you can't prove it. It's fine. It's not like I didn't frickin' know. Oh, right, we should have been doing these too. Discover the elemental layer first floor. Can be reached. I completely forgot about doing these. Ancient Ruins, 13th floor. I want to take another one, but if it ends up being something where it's like do something in a certain number of steps or turns or some other sort of nonsense, I'm going to be upset. Have your hands full already. Do we? Rumors. Oh, I do. Shiny metal orb in the Ancient Ruins 12th floor. Fat pumpkin-eating, pumpkin-loving ember spirit. It's unusual Kragan Mine. The old Amber Station, floor 10. Okay. That's for another time, though. Right now, do we really need to go down here? I think we're giving the guy cheese still. Why am I walking like that when I can just use the keyboard now? Choco bar, cheese wheel, leg of turkey. Choco bar, cheese wheel. Actually, why not just sell the whole? That's mine, though. Ooh. Maybe I should chop this one down and replace it with one of the other seeds we got. Now that I'm thinking about it, since we are here, let's go ahead and do some very slight... Why do they say new when I just... Because I haven't checked their inventory, actually. That's right. Withdraw. Actually, we could get rid of some of these blues, huh? Keep that. That's actually kind of good. I mean, it's worthless as a weapon, but the 5% magic item chance, just on its own, and you said you can dual wield this. it doesn't matter that it sucks as an item. So it's kind of alright, actually. The tree that drops gems. Yeah, I'll take that out of there. Cheese wheel as well. You too. Yeah. Okay, this might end up expensive. I'll keep... Should I even keep this? No, we'll put it in. Still 6 slots. Probably should sell that bow. I need to be really careful about what I put in there because apparently this thing is 900 gold to put into just storage? What? That's kind of garbage. Vanishing Spirit-Linked Hungry Leather Armor. 25% chance to warp when you get hit. Okay. Costs 368 to put in there. Blocking an attack also blinds your attacker, with a 75% chance to negate critical hits. Oh, and every time you block 3 attacks, you just strike nearby foes for 50% of your damage. Okay, yeah. Definitely. I hate that I'm spending so much just to put stuff away, but that stuff is good, so... Alright, we're running out of space. Gain the unarmed fighting skill of Novice Budoka. How did I miss that? How... That's everything, really. We have to keep that. I wish I hadn't gotten rid of the other one, but it was a common. I had to. I can sell this other blue stuff aside from... I should probably sell that. Oh, right. Since I don't know what to do with these leaves, I'm assuming they're to be sold, but since some of them aren't really valuable on their own, I just figure, why bother, right? So let's see, do we have... Also, how much are you going to extort me for the next upgrade? Come on. 6,700. Withdraw. Take that. Bananas. Sure, why not? don't really care about these normal seeds, so I'll take these out. I only want the ones that have a higher rarity. So that made us an extra 7 spaces. What was it that I wanted to... Yeah, that's right. I don't know what this is or what it's for. Oh, I also have just 16 of those. I'm actually going to store these, just on the off chance that tits go up. God, we have so much good stuff I would prefer not to lose. Screw it. Okay. Is there anything else I want to do here? Well, yeah. Let's see what you've got. Leg of turkey. Vigorous, probably for stamina, camouflage. Arcane, you don't... Stealth, monsters... Ooh, its element is lightning, which grants it slightly more power. I don't think that's worth it for me. The tents we bought from that old guy were much cheaper than this. Sheriff's Belt increases all damage to bandits by 20% and reduces damage from them by 20%. No. Even though that's really good. God dang it. Why couldn't this just be considered unarmed? I mean, I understand. That's a shame. I did want that claw that was in here. Claw of corrosion with a 15% chance to deal just a smidge of extra damage. What we'll have to do is pair that. What's the other one? Switch to paired with the wild guitar. That has its basic attack damage. Just randomly switch. I wonder, just... Wait, hold on. What do you provide? More gold, swiftness? Jeez, it provides pretty good stats, actually. Yeah. See, the weapon power went up by, 285 points, because why wouldn't it? Attacks as if you were unarmed. Hold on, let me see this really quickly. Yeah, so that's the normal thing it's supposed to say. I've never actually bothered to read its description, so that's my fault. I can actually take you... Wait. Switch to... okay, that's good, that's good. We can now decimate. Oh, I hate that I lose the ability to equip this unless I replace this. What is the stat for swiftness doing for us? Ranged power, crit damage. What about guile? Crit chance. Parry chance. Also note the all damage mod and defense mod because we're getting those effects stacking from not having a summon. Equip it in 2, and let's see. Parry chance actually didn't drop nearly as much as I thought it would. It says the parry chance is 20%. Okay, that's because what we're getting from Guile is being affected by something else, which is fine. Okay, we can run around with our hands naked and... Hold on, I didn't read the description of the goddamn things, and it made me feel dumb, so let's do that. Attacks as if you were unarmed, ignores any weapon power bonuses. So if my hand were just straight up naked... But, hold on. Oh, that's why. I can't. Okay, got it. No, it still says that the second punch has reduced accuracy. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we literally lose. Oh, we actually don't lose anything. Okay. It's weird, while we have that effect. That's certainly something. I mean, I guess... Yeah, that kind of works, right? What I'd really like is to be able to pair this with the... Mark that as favorite. I don't know what that'll look like. Let's... Hold on, where's the... Jutsu. And then... Where's the cat ears? Oh, because I'm not seeing accessories. I'm an idiot. So the star marks them. Got it. That's not great. I wish the star at least had its own color. I cannot... Green, I guess? There's no green weapons here. There. Another fricker. I know being in menus is not particularly entertaining, but it is crucial when you are a loot whore to make sure that the loot you're hoarding pays off. Dang, I really wish... Oh, right, we could sell some of the stuff we are currently holding on to. Member of loyalty... Sell that as well. And sheltering. I mean, that's cute, but it's worthless. More gold from monsters. It's too good to just get rid of. Its effect on that is good. Get rid of that. Foraging, hungry, and corruptible. Poison. Okay, that's enough. Let's make everything suffer as we have suffered. How's this place looking? We've got 2 things whose lives we can ruin. Fill them with everlasting regret and then death. There you go. Hey there, die. He's confused. Didn't I just see? And then I was gone. Not a fan of this. So, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Number 1, the fact that this short sword is here upsets me. That probably explains the rather severe lack of damage. Let's drink to our health. Shoot a man. Says we have bow. God dang it. And unfair. Put that there. And frankly, once we have this equipped, just end lives. Shut up. Okay, let's be a little careful here. I can actually... No, I can't. I can push him away, though. And let's see. Well, once that thing starts... It frankly should be drawing its attention now. But I'd like to get off of this burning tile. Now, as pain enhanced, oh, you sweet summer child. First, we kill it, I guess. I was going to knock it into the wall, stun it, walk over there, and then I hit the wrong button. That's where everything went wrong. Got it. So, more guile to make up for what we lost in taking off well, it's going to be a while because we lost 15, I believe it was. Ah, it's fine. What are the main stats for this class again? I think it was swiftness. Probably swiftness, strength. Okay, so I can't cancel out of this. While I'm thinking about it, it's skills, which is where we are. Strength, swiftness, and stamina. Okay. Last one's completely worthless to me, because if it is, it's 10, and and that's nothing. And again, I don't know what the bonus is that it's giving strength and swiftness anyway. Regardless, I did say, oh, we have 1,000 points as well. I don't know if we'll be able to spend all of it in order to unlock the tier 2 and finally allow myself to actually look directly at it. Okay, so let's see. Straddle Monster. Cost to learn 250, costs 20 stamina to use, and has a 6-turn cooldown. There's, I guess, a range in every direction of 2 cells. Hop to a nearby monster, then leap away with it to an open space, which Sure, yeah, I can understand that having a chance to just confuse, because I know I am. Then we have Feral Fighting, 250 cost with a 5-turn cooldown, and it doesn't take a turn to activate. It's a toggle. Begin using a bestial fighting style. Alright. Bought. Panthox skin. Cost to learn 750. Looks like we're about to... Yeah, that would actually be the 1,000, wouldn't it? Your tough skin grants you increased physical resistance based on your elemental resistance. 20% of the average of all of your elemental resistance is added to physical resists. And this number cannot be negative. 20% of all elemental resists. Well, that's not great. That's not great at all. So we can skip that one. Then we have Foraging. Also 750. Your keen sense of smell leads you to occasionally find restorative herbs when non-trivial enemies are defeated. Herbs act like half-strength power-ups and are instantly used when touched, but only last for 3 turns on the ground. Yeah, it's just more of what you would want. I think we can get rid of one of the vitals, since being able to technically return, well, technically deflect, but return ranged attacks is so valuable. I don't see the value in Straddle Monster. Panthox skin has potential if you actually are building defensively. I'm not, though. So, I don't care. Also, the tier 2 passive is active, and that means I can read it. Monsters are 50% less likely to become hostile towards you. Not useful. Glad we could talk. So, pain, have to keep. Bleed is... Explode saved us in that boss fight. It really did. God, I guess I really don't like what's going on here. What the those are on cooldown, that's fine. I don't understand why... I don't understand what's going on here. I do not get this. I'm probably going to look it up once the video's done, and let's be honest, it should have been done. I've honestly lost track of time. Like, really badly, and I don't have that luxury right now because, well, tomorrow's another work day. I'm really upset, and I know, I just know that I'm going to hate the answer to this problem. I know I am. I just, why do you think, what? I'm going to hate this. At least we can use feral fighting. At least there's that. Oh, he did attack me. Okay. I mean, we have a 50% chance of not getting any hostility, but the guy turned on us over the specifically designed target. Sure, whatever. Alright, come get it. Adding a bite to all your melee attacks at the cost of 9 stamina. Okay. Yeah, using the keyboard, using the WASD keys is so much more convenient. And I know I started to talk about it. I know I started to talk about it earlier, but for some reason, these keys did not work for movement when we... There's an alpha up here. And he's dead. Alright. Go away. Let's make sure we don't die. Have a little bit of that. Okay. Anything else? Something north. Bag of grain. And I know I could get a pretty decent amount of job XP from that, but we don't really need that now, do we? Now, I wouldn't mind grabbing... You know what's really annoying me? That since I tried to move this skill off of this, everything's been acting weird. And I haven't learned a single monster skill since. Even though originally we were learning them as soon as we got hit with them. Stop running. Don't make me hurt you. I'm going to die if I'm not careful. First, you. You know how this goes, right? I don't have anything... Oh. Bye. So anyway. That's it for anything of interest in here. Stone-hewn halls, not walls. 2 charms of the spirit? That's... Now that I can use the keyboard, being... Ah. Well. You should have just left. Yeah, fight him. While I do you up from behind. Okay, let's see what Charms of the Spirit is supposed to be. Hopefully this does not turn into another boss fight. We are not prepared for something like that. Oh, it's Kai. Sure, let's see what he's got. Lightning protection, chemist's shock ring of dragons, and foraging. No, no, no. Yeah. I did that like I've done it before. Granted, it's not like it's that big of a deal. It's literally the first thing I thought to do when I came across those, so yeah. The other frick. I kind of want to go deeper, but at the same time, I find myself wanting to... Where are we? Kill that. But I find myself also wanting to go back to one of the in-between areas. Hold on, that looks... it's too big of a hassle. To one of the in-between areas and actually choose another path to follow. Man, it'd be great if we could learn whatever he's about to do to us. Okay. Sure, whatever. Fire protection. Almost. Yes, fire is hot. I'm trying to go up here and then do that. There we go. Man, I would really love it if this class was not... I'm assuming it's bugged. But I don't really believe that it is. But wouldn't that be a heck of a thing? We literally switched to the class for the first time. And boink. And the thing... Biafong? Why couldn't you just be staying away from it? Okay. Hey, what if you did that somewhere else? Oh, it just stays here? Noted. Okay. Sure. Whatever. You know how this goes, right? I hit the wrong button again, they die. And yeah, we've picked up a lot of equipment, and I'm not bothering to stop and look at it. Because I'm... there was a word. I was going to use it, and I forgot it immediately. Let's... Ah, he's got paint enhanced now. Suck it. I'm going to go this way. Oh, we can still learn things, apparently. For some reason, that just wouldn't... Maybe because we can't learn anything from the mushrooms in that area, even though they have the exact same skill. Don't run. Don't run, baby. Just let it happen. Shh, I'll be real gentle. I lied. I do appreciate that the energy pickups that restore stamina, I'm assuming that's... Oh, they're called power-ups. I appreciate that the power-ups that restore stamina, basically, you can just knock them out of enemies, and that's just fine. Maybe I should. This is... What's really annoying is that I don't know where I got this from, so I can't go and farm it to look for a better version of it. Also, we just do more melee fist damage, apparently. Oh. We're gonna go up here and suck down a chicken dinner. Bites. That's weird. That's really weird. We're supposed to do 2 attacks. Is it because we've got Pharaoh active? Oh, we learned a thing. Shaken, which reduces attack. Neat. So we can learn status effects. It doesn't have to be something that deals damage. I wish it worked for, like, things that only affected the monster itself. I don't agree with the damage we're doing. So... we're supposed to do 2 hits, and our base... Yeah, so our main hand deals 200. The offhand is supposed to do half of that. I'm seeing it hit for 7. That's kind of... Nah, that's not how I wanted that to go, but I understand why it did that. As barrier. Probably not. It's probably not taking a whole lot of... I'm upset. now has pain enhanced. Let's prove it. So I thought because it's a slime, it had significantly reduced or significant physical damage resistance. But I guess I just did something wrong or something, because the normal attacks were not getting the job done. I guess this. Okay, what are Tsukita's Den? Hopefully that isn't a boss, because imagine I'm not ready for it. Unless I am. Okay. Greetings, traveler. Are you searching for enlightenment in the wilds of Tangledeep, as I am? If so, you may sit with me and muse upon the serendipity of our meeting. You do. Besides pursuing knowledge and self-fulfillment, I am expertly learned in celestial medicine. Oh! Can I have some? Ah! Oh, typical. My medicine is not for those of this world. I cannot offer you any. But perhaps if you brought me some coffee, I could be persuaded to reconsider. Man, it'd sure be weird if I was hoarding a ton of items and just one of them happened to be coffee. Man. That would be just fine. This world does have its charms, I must admit. Thank you, traveler. Naturally, I'll give you a vial of my medicinal elixir, but use it wisely. Let's see, monster oils and a simple codex. Apparently, it was equipped. What? The frick? Where? Why? I don't want anything in that slot. What the? Why would you put that there? Actually, just freaking drop it. I don't even want it. I hate it here. Because I don't have another one of these, I can't force this slot to remain melee only. Or the unarmed only. Because I don't even know where I got it from, and I never see it sold. See it or anything like it sold by anyone. Let's make sure that, and... Oh, apparently we have the effect that causes an explosion when we use an item. I forgot about that. We are here. Yeah, this is fine. Why are you red? No, you are Cyrus, not Ray. Wow, another wandering soul. I thought I would be alone in this serene place. Not that I mind the company. And I know the inflection in that first sentence was off, but since you're here, care to try an experimental potion? It might benefit a brave adventurer like yourself. Give it here! She gained the condition attractive. I cannot see how this benefits me. Oh, what? So, wait, what? So she was bugged. So I've literally missed out on a bunch of skills because she's bugged. Was bugged. I'm going to destroy things now. Oh, God, if I didn't need to end this video because I could literally just... I honestly wish I could stream. I would just love to keep playing this game. And yeah, still, yes, this is still just a holdover until Mortal Shell disappoints me in some manner, or it doesn't, and I switch to playing that. It's sort of like that. Frick, dang it, man. I like this game. Anyway, let's see. Ice traps. See, you know what? See, I don't want to touch any of this business because it jammed us up for how long? How long was the point at which it started bugging, causing us to not be able to learn skills in the first place, or relearn ones we should be able to switch between? So it was a bug. That's great. It wasn't a design decision. It was a bug. There's a little more color, but I'm now afraid of touching any of this business because it could jam us up with that bug again. I'm probably going to have to include that there's a bug in this in the title so the devs can see it. I don't know how long into the video it actually appears. I might have to include that in the description. But that's something I can't... Vine Pool would be tremendous for us because it would give us thorns. Frog Leap would be a waste of my time. But there's going to be better stuff and I would want to switch to it, except I can't because I like playing this class. Anyway. Oh, right. We were supposed to see... So what is this? Monster... Okay. So, number one. This doesn't really affect us, but at the same time, screw you. So let's make more of that life-saving meat. It was so incredibly impactful during that boss fight. I am going to need to stock up more of that. Okay, so the difficulty of this is tricky, not to be confused with those towers. I'm just going to drag this guy around until I poop a pool. There we go. It just disappeared. Okay, that's fine too. There doesn't appear to be anything up there. I don't like this. This looks extremely dangerous. I need to choose where we engage this at. Oh, right, they're ghosts, so they don't step on the hazard. Noted. Disappear. Man, it'd be a real shame if it... I wanted to say something about how the projectiles didn't matter, but... Hold on. I'm just not going to risk dying here. So this is the real one. Noted. So, first things first. Palm thrust. I don't have stamina. I'm an idiot. Okay. This requires energy. Get away. And then... quaff of familiars, cunning, and foraging. Also some food. Well, we almost died. We lead a hard life. Follow me very closely. I did not realize I could do that. This seems like bait. Man, it would... Maybe I should actually take the shot. Oh no. Anyway. Did we learn it? No. Maybe because we dodged it? Well, no, I don't think it would work like that. If we were able to actually learn it, let me turn this off. If we were actually able to learn it, it should have triggered even if it did miss, because we can learn status of, or things that inflict status effects, but don't do damage. Ooh. Whirling cutter, didn't learn it. Noted. Okay. This place is made of hate. Noted. Wait. Where did these two go? Bandit Enclave. I'm not interested in that business. Fine. First... Nah. Careful. Alright, that's the herb from the passive. Noted. We are going to stay very far away from the Pandora's chest. As much as I would love to touch it, as it is, we come close to dying, and I don't like that. Better man won. Oh, goodness. So, I should probably... Ooh! Bull twin fangs. Too bad they are blue. But, before I forget, I should probably mention... we run. There we go. I'll eat it. Okay, just, 500 damage. That's thanks to the extra passives. Well, that's 3% damage per stack. Yeah. Right, before I forget, on occasion, you probably noticed through the video there, unless you're not watching, which is fine. Occasionally, there will have been pauses or just a quick cut. I tend to try to make them unnoticeable so it doesn't disrupt the flow. But on occasion, there's just not much I can do about it. And so it's mostly because I'm still coughing up some of the lung butter from the... Oh, yeah, we're not doing this. No. So let's see. This and this. There we go. Hey there. Suck it. Yeah, we eat that. Okay. Sure. No. I just decided he would die because I'm not taking 30% extra damage from him. Even on the off chance that he doesn't actually use shadow spells. Okay, so... that's it. You couldn't just say... You just couldn't take a no, could you? I'm going to save the suplex. Because... I don't want to worry about the cooldown. Oh, the herb heals actual HP. I thought it was a... it's fine. You should have stayed where you were. It's not like moving will matter. So, instead... activate this. Now, whenever he attacks me, he just gets kicked into the wall, so it's free damage. And then we just eat his HP. Good lord. Game's haunted. Can harm nothing but the Wraith. Unless I run. What? Huh? What? Huh? The acid pool double tapped him. That is the first time the acid pool... I'm just now realizing. I tried to use the acid pool on the I guess fairy fire or whatever it is. It's a floating creature, spirit, whatever, and it didn't occur to me that it wouldn't be affected until right now. Shame on me. That's right. Oh, so the leaf they can drop can heal you or restore one of your energy types. Huh. Hey, how are you, buddy? I want you down here so I can do this. Well, first... Oh, well, he's just dead. Never mind. I was going to try and put some of the vital effects on him. No luck, because he just dies instead. So, have you filled out the map? Yeah. Fine. I'll go to the stairs of the Bandit Enclave, but I'm not going to go any further than that. Because... we can go this way. Because it would be dumb. Oh, this is actually just another... Oh. This is... Okay. Excuse me, but are you an explorer by any chance? Sure, what's up? This may be asking a lot, but would you deliver a letter to someone for me? It's for a girl, you see, and I can't really do it myself. It's embarrassing, too. Sure, I'll help. Ah! Well, if you leave now, you should be able to find her 2 floors up from here. Just give her the letter and let me know what she says about it. Sure. What else is going on in here, though? Yeah, I'm going to kill your buddies, though. I also have to make sure I don't die in the process. Oh, you've got a ranged thing too, huh? Poison... Kunai toss, that's what it was. I was hoping to get him to do it again. Sure. You can't really... Nah. Is there anyone else? This place is a lot larger than I thought it would be. Okay, screw it. I won't kill them all. Instead, I'll just... I don't think that's a unique area anyway. 2 floors up. It means I need to take this. Ow, 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 ow. I nearly died because I didn't believe. Okay. Get some. 4. Okay. I only just realized I can be capturing these guys, but, well, considering how much damage we do, not really. I wouldn't mind trying, though. We'll let it happen. 27%. I don't think it'll be a problem if I let him... I can do this, and then switch to this and pop him on the head. And just like that, we're safe. not interested. Instead, we need to go put more man meat in the animal pen. They don't have enough things to play with yet. Monster. Got it. Mother frickin', I hate how this works. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. What? What? Why? What? Oh, because I have caps lock on. That's why it wouldn't. What? There we go. We'll put a space in there, why not? Okay. Goodness. Let's get some food from the food guy. Never mind. Also, this guy's gone again. That's annoying. Well, I say again, but just new here in the first place. What the frick? We have 11,000 gold? I don't know. Ooh, yoink. I don't know how that happened, but I accept. Know where that's going. Expand. Yes, expand dong. Yes. I don't have any weapons like... No. I was doing something. I'm going to go back and finish it. Why must you be the way that you are? Okay. Okay. Summons a large ring of freezing ice traps centered around you. Monsters that step into them are frozen solid. Briefly increases your water resistance. I do like that these do a thing and then also have a passive effect for their use. Okay. What are you made of? We need to go this way. So she should be up here somewhere. See her on the map. Maybe it'll be... Maybe I have to go back and do that one. Why? You know what? I don't care. I'm going to go here. Wait. Let's see. I'll allow it. So... Careful there. What? You just unearthed an item for me? Okay. Okay. do this. See, that seems personal. So let's make it personal. Beautiful. I don't see anywhere this woman he wants this thing given to. Could be. Yeah, nothing. Okay, let's see. Hi. It's got explode, but that only roots. Sure. Man, I'd be extremely pissed if that killed me. So, buy this cruel longbow of foraging, beast slaying, and spirit slaying. Set in the wrong order with the same outcome. I don't know what the one we have equipped does. Basic attack damage to foes under 25% HP. Meh. But it is only 340. Ooh, Claw of Violence, Foraging, Toxicity, and Companions. That looks really cool. Does nothing particularly interesting to me, or for me. Ooh, wait, no, never mind. It grants 10 strength and spirit. Okay. That's pretty good as well. God, that's nearly 1,000. These are definitely boots for a Dragoon, without question. Dragon limit fills up faster, movement abilities gain an extra range, core stats, swiftness, somehow, probably, somewhere. God, that's nearly 1,000 though. He said buying it anyway. What is the one we're using? Summons, range attacks deal more damage in melee range. Not relevant to me. This does slightly better damage though. But I can see why I have it. Wait. I just remembered. It's not a bug. It's not a bug that I couldn't move the skills. Oh, I didn't realize I had learned Thunderstorm. It isn't a bug. Though it is weird that these couldn't be... That's extremely stupid. But I know what the... Okay. I know what the deal is. The issue... Man, it'd be weird if I was wrong. The issue is that you have to be in a safe place for some reason to change your skills. I cannot begin to imagine why that would be, but that is where we are. Now, I'm going to worry about these extra skills and what I can do as far as a build is concerned later. Right now, I want to find this woman and end this video because it's going to be 3 hours long and I don't like this life. It's strange. Bopped him in the back of the head. Hey there, Froggy. Yeah, thought you were going to jump. Okay. Got one for each of you. I don't see her on the map. I could try going one more up, but Wait, he said up, not... God dang it. He said she was 2 floors up. I just had to go to the next one. Ah, well. So, let's see what's over here. Did I miss anything? What's this? 2 ruins? 12th floor? No, that's too strange. Too sudden. I'm still a baby. But I realize now, I made an oopsie. It's fine. I mean, as long as I'm careful, I don't have a very big risk of dying, though I'm kind of low on food and I want to fix that. Well, I'm not low. I'm not low on food. I'm just sort of... Yeah. I'm just sort of in between options in terms of healing. I should probably swap this out since we're low on that. Probably should just burn all of the bells, huh? So we can do it this way. That's the last of it. And then we can go into the inventory really quickly, pick up something. I can't mess with the hotbar, right? Well, it was a good idea while it lasted. Probably going to forget the idea. Tsukida. It's that guy. Stone Hue. That's the one. I forgot that I forgot how this place works. In that, you know, deeper is actually going up rather than you don't want to do that. Don't be that guy, just walk away, man. I tried to save him, didn't I? I tried to help him not die. He's standing on the acid pool, gaining 150 damage per turn. This is how you die. I ate the meat again. That's fine. Let me just pop him on the head. Guess we could turn this off. Well, it's fine. Did I take the wrong? I took the wrong one. Nito Cheeto, Buddy Self-Delito. That's those stairs. Wraith X the Mighty. Okay. Sure, whatever. So, yeah, we're not doing that. I'm just going to do this instead. Ooh, that hurt, didn't it? So, I'm going to bite you now, and you're going to be okay with this. Shark Tooth Cleaver. I don't want to look into my inventory because I know I'm going to get emotionally invested. Also, while I'm thinking about it, booyah, booyah. Ooh, tier 3 passive bonus is now active. Buffs from using monster powers last 33% longer. Viewing monsters reveals their rarity. Sure, whatever. Maybe we'll do the job mastery for this class next episode. Oh, he's underleveled. I'm still going to take your lunch. Get over here, kid. 1 JP, but it's mine. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us today. If I don't stop now, I don't think I ever will. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back. This is hopefully going to go up Thursday. Yeah, I'm recording this Wednesday. To be perfectly honest with how long we've been going, it's probably Thursday morning right now. I'm going to try to get this up Thursday and have another one for you Friday. If not, this will go up Friday and I will have one more for you on Saturday, but I won't make up for the other days that we've missed because it wasn't my fault. And so I don't feel bad. We're nearly at the next level. Anyway, it wasn't my fault. I got sick, like I told you earlier. And I have next to no regrets aside from not remembering some of the stuff I had planned to talk about. But now it's been as long as it has been and I've forgotten. That being said, I also forgot we had Suplex. I could have... For that alpha we just killed, I could have turned this on, punched him into the wall. Well, I would have wanted to apply some of the vital effects first. And then he probably would have just died. So I'm doing the best I can. But just being able to utilize the novice effect of the Udoka class is so good because that's where we started this run with, and it's really nice to be able to still take advantage of that power. I'm happy with the way this video turned out. Especially considering we've nearly died how many times now? 5 at least this episode? And now we're back in an easy area where killing things doesn't really matter, and they probably will not attempt to aggress upon us, so I'm not going to have to worry about caring about any of their business whatsoever, which is something for sure. Oh, we also did get Shara, who we need to... I guess we still need to keep asking around about her. I guess we can just ask everyone, and then they'll yap about whatever garbage they have to say about her, and then the option will just disappear. That's fine. Could be worse. Could be a... I was going to mention the length of the video, but I could not figure out how to make that flow from one into the other, and honestly, I'm too hungry to care. I need to go make something to eat. Honestly, I haven't been able to... Well, I could have eaten anything, but I've been eating soup for the past 7 days, and now I can finally eat real food again. And so I'm going to take myself up on that opportunity and consume. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.